My next guest is a Muay Thai prodigy, and at only 17 years old, has secured himself not only a 6-year contract with one championship, but he's riding a 5-fight win streak, 4 by finish as well. He is Johan JoJo Ghazali. How's it going today, JoJo?
What's up? What's up? It's going great.
Or I say today, on your end it's night, but no one has to really know that all the way. So you're facing, I'm going to try to say it correctly, Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat at 167 on June 7th my time, June 8th your side. How are you feeling coming into this one?
I feel confident. I've had one of the best camps I've ever had. I've been training hard. Everything's been going well. No injuries, no nothing. Weight's on point. So yeah, I'm confident.
Fantastic. And you both are exceptional finishers. Like I said, as far as under the one banner, you went the decision once. He's, I think, about the same thing on his end. He only has 3 fights under the banner, though. How do you see this fight going? If you could write the script, essentially.
If I could write the script, okay. This is how I think it's gonna go. Round one, I'm gonna pressure him. I'm gonna see how he reacts to my feints. How he reacts to my kicks or my punches or stuff like that. Then round two, I'll go in for the kill. Round two is the knockout round now.
Fantastic. And as far as Muay Thai, you were basically born into the sport. Mom competed, dad competed. What are some of the earliest memories you have of the sport itself?
Muay Thai has always been a part of my life. My dad always grew up teaching me the basics, and then slowly we started to get like serious into it. But um, I don't know. For as long as I could remember, not only Muay Thai but fighting. The martial arts, all martial arts have been a part of my life since I can remember.
Nice. I mean, obviously doing research, I see that you started competing at 10, essentially.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, you then come on over to Thailand, kind of step up in competition and grow from there. Eventually working yourself to one championship. I'm curious though, going from the traditional Muay Thai gloves, like the 8 ounces to the 4 ounces, has it been a big difference?
It's been a pretty big difference, yeah. But I feel like it plays into my advantage, because I'm a puncher, I'm a power puncher, so I use it to my advantage. Of course, at first when I first started fighting in 4 ounce gloves, I kept breaking my hands because I was punching people's heads too hard, So, and now once I got the experience, I know when to punch, how to punch, and so it all comes with experience. But I feel like the 4 ounce glove definitely play a big role in my career, and I use it to my advantage.
Nice. And then, speaking of the 4 ounce gloves and all that, you made your one debut last February. You did five fights in the year. 4 fights in, you get the contract. The $100,000 contract. You were 16 at the time. Explain the feelings on your end when that happened. Because if I was 16 at $100,000, I can't be trusted.
I mean, I don't think my family trusts me too much with the money, but but I have it. But ever since I started, after about 1 or 2 fights in, when I started my professional career, I knew that this would happen. I knew that one day that I would be in one championship. I knew that I would have the contract. I knew that all this would happen, but I didn't know it would happen this fast. That's what surprised me. So, um, was it shocking? Not really, because I know the work I put in. I know my work ethic. I train every day for 5 6 years now. So it didn't come by surprise, but it shocked me that it all happened so fast.
So, like I said, on the 4th fight, you get the contract. You did one more fight after that at the end of the year. You get named the breakthrough star of 2023, which I think is incredible. Then it's also kind of interesting because, I ask around and everyone, I don't want to say it meanly, but no one fully knows the name yet.
Yeah.
So we're now 6 months in by the time the fight happens, we'll be 6 months into the year. What can fans expect from you in 2024?
Fans can expect everything. I had to fight this late in the year because I was finishing up high school. I had to finish up high school, and then Ramadan came up, so I focused on Ramadan. Then now I can fight. So after this fight, I already have my next fight plan. I have the fight after that plan. So my plan is to just keep fighting. Build my name, build my experience, and then hopefully next year fight for the title.
Which leads to my next question. I'd be amiss not to ask. Since joining the 167 card, on the card with you is Rodtang.
Yeah.
He's underneath the kickboxing rule set on that card. How many fights do you think you are away from facing him?
Realistically, I'd say 4 or 5 fights. But if they give me the opportunity, I would fight him. I would definitely fight him. So, but I feel like to beat him, give me about 4 or 5 fights with more experience and a few more training camps, and I'll it'll be uh realistic.
Honestly, the best answer you could have gave. Everyone else would be like, give me him next. Not thinking of the fact that you might.
I mean, you gotta
It
be
sounds
smart in
good.
this game, right? At Rodtang, at the end of the day, he's a legend. He's been in the sport since he was small. He's had 200, 300 fights. So you gotta think realistically. Of course, I would definitely want it in the next fight, but how good of a chance would I have? So uh, you can be optimistic, but you gotta think things through first. So I'm taking my time. I have time. I'm not in a rush to get to the title or anything, but I'll take as much time as I need.
I can't disagree with that. That's honestly, like I said, the best answer you could have gave. And last kind of fight based question I kind of have is looking at the schedule for one championship. Last year, you were about every 2 months. This year, you kind of already touched on the points of what has delayed the start for the year. With the win here at 167, do you see maybe coming to the States for 168 or maybe 170?
100%. If I get the call to go to US, I'll 100% go. I'll drop everything and go because I have family in Farmington, New Mexico. So I'd love to get on the Denver card. Have my family watch me fight there in Colorado. So uh, I would love it. Get American fans, show Muay Thai to the world, and build my name, of course.
Awesome. Then I kind of mentioned that was the last fight question. I have a few that are just I kind of lie when I say this that they're not fight related because some of them still touch on it. But the nickname, let's start with the nickname JoJo. I
Yeah.
initially thought Johan, JoJo. Did my
Yeah.
research. Where did the nickname come from?
I don't know. It's just a name my mom gave me since I was small. Johan actually means champion in Malay. So in the Malay language, Johan means champion. But my parents and my close friends, they all call me JoJo. So I just carry that name till now.
See, and this is why I don't trust the internet because the internet told me it was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was like,
A
cool.
bunch of bullshit everywhere.
And I was like, all right, cool. I don't know anime, so I was gonna let you explain it. And
Yeah, I don't
let it
watch
go.
anime. People ask me that all the time, man.
And then more life based. 17 years old. I'm double your age, so on my end, you haven't really experienced as much yet. But
Yep.
so far, 17 years in, you're doing more than basically every 17-year-old anyway. Who are some of the key figures in your life that have mentored you, be it career, inside the cage, outside the cage, or life in general?
Life in general, of course. My parents, they've been great role models for me. They've kept me humble. My siblings, they're there with me in the gym every day, training with me. So they see the struggle. They see what it took for me to get here. And my family, my coach. I've trained with the same coach since I started. So, and I'm planning on staying with him for as long as I can, because I like the circle I have right now. And yeah, I've so many great role models in my life, and I'm lucky to have them. Because like my grandfather, he was a great person. My grandfather on my mother's side. Um, I've great people around me everywhere. So I just pick and choose on what great I want to be. Yeah.
So another one too. At 17, you have to have a little bit more than just the gym. What other passions and interests do you have?
I don't know. I grew up into this lifestyle, and what do I like? I'd say, I like watches. I like fashion. I like looking good. I like stuff like that. So
Maybe you
Maybe
can give me
that.
some tips
Yeah.
on that. Outside of that, being, again, I'm going to keep stressing the age because I'm still amazed. How do you balance, training with all the other aspects of life? Like you kind of touched, like, this year you were finishing high school. Like, how did you balance life?
It's always been like this for me. This is the first training camp I've had just 100% focusing on fighting, and that's pretty shocking, because if you look at my past fights, I've had 5 fights in one championship. I've been trying to maintain a diet. I've been trying to focus on high school, spend time with my family, and train Muay Thai professionally and still fight. So what I want to say is, like, for the fans to watch out for this fight, because imagine me 100% focused on this fight. So that's why I feel so confident in this fight, and I'm ready because I know that I put a lot more effort into this than the last 5 camps. So I'm ready. Yeah.
Which, if fans go back and watch the last 5 fights, that's insane. Especially with, like, some of the finishes that you've pulled off so far. And then lastly, this one has, like, my interest to ask in a way, because normally I'm asking people in their 30s, nearing 40 and all, about legacy. How do you want to be remembered, be it, the sport of Muay Thai, life itself? Like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Okay, honestly, Muay Thai for me is like a gateway. It's a gateway to open up more and more and more opportunities. I just want to use my platform to inspire people. Inspire the youth, inspire not only the youth but people maybe older than me. I have people come up to me sometimes here in Malaysia and say they named their kid after me. Like I'm like, damn, if sometimes I feel like, why would you name your kid after me? Who am I? But at the same time, I feel like, that's it makes sense. So, um, yeah, I would like to be remembered as someone that inspires people. Inspires people to go after what they want and don't listen to what people have to say. Do what you want. It's your life, and be proud of it.
Again, it's, you are fighting on the 167 card, June 7th, US, June 8th, over in the East Asia. Best of skill. I'm interested. I think I was interested coming into this, but just hearing the motivation in your voice, like, you're not cocky. You're not, like, you talk to anyone else if you talk to anyone else who's at 17 and the record that you have,
Yeah.
they're gonna have, like,
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's
so.
I know. I wouldn't say how lucky I got, but of course luck plays a big role in my life. I work hard, but at the same time, a lot of things fell into place for me to be here. So I'm grateful, and of course confidence is confidence, but I try to stay as humble as possible.
Nice. So again, it's 167.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime in the States. You can check the website, because I forget how it is internationally. Best of skill there, and let's get to the States afterwards for either
Let's go.
168 or
Let's go.
170. Best of skill. I look forward to watching it.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, thank you.